is Ostuni, and welcome back to another episode of Warframe. What's my layout? We are going to be, whenever this video comes out, less than a week away from Hydroid Prime, and we're just going to keep on going along until that happens. And just for reference, whenever I do actually get Hydroid Prime, I'll do a little short video kind of showing you guys exactly what you get with it, go over the stats of some of the weapons, maybe give a demonstration of those in particular, and actually show you guys how the Prime armor may look on some other Warframes, because I think that's something you guys would be really curious about, because like Prime accessories are good, but it would be better to know if they look pretty good, like for fashion frame and everything like that. So if you have a request for a Warframe you want to see the new Prime accessories on, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I'll be kind of saying that throughout the continuation of this little mini series that I'm doing. So today we've got one of my first Prime Warframes that I ever wound up getting, Volt Prime. I believe he's within the top three, or the first three that I've actually gotten. So let's go over a little bit of fashion frame first. This is actually a little bit of a combo because I have the Volt Grax skin once again. I just love the Grax skins for this, and I actually have it toggled to where the Prime details are on, explaining this little part right here where my cursor is. Also, I opted to have just the regular Volt Prime helmet on. I just think it looks a little bit better overall, and plus with all the gold trim on there, I think he needs a little bit of that on there. So, a couple of other things I've got on him. I got the full set of Targus armor on him, except for the chest. I don't really like how the chest looks on him specifically, so that's why I don't really have it on there. And for my Cyandana, I have the Skiathan jetpack from 10 Gen as well. It just kind of goes with it pretty well with the Grenier painting, surprisingly. Even though you have like these curvy lines, like you kind of get those little nuances in this Cyandana as well. So it fits rather well in my opinion. So that's it for pretty much the fashion frame aspect of it. So let's get on to the actual modding of them. Now, I haven't used Volt in quite some time, and I didn't really even check him out whenever his rework came, so this is pre-rework kind of layout that I'm working with, and even then there's nothing too special. Energy Siphon for energy, Primed Flow, which you gotta love a 750 energy reserve. That is insane, especially whenever you count in the fact that I use Xenoric, which means as soon as I actually use my focus powers once, I actually get energy back throughout the duration of the mission, so I can pop off my abilities whenever I get my energy full, almost just at will without having to worry about anything. Let's see, continuity for ability duration. I may actually switch this out for something now that I think about it, because I'm not sure exactly what... oh, wait a minute. That's right. I know which one this is for. Okay. Redirection for shields, because he's a better shield frame, in my opinion, and with armor at 100, I just don't really see the reason to do it. Like, if you have armor above, like, maybe 250... I think armor would be worth investing in, but since it's only 100, even for Volt Prime, I don't think it's really worth it. So I go with redirection, get those shields up, a nice 1440. That is a pretty awesome total, but it's also because of Primed Vigor. Now, Primed Vigor only accounts, I believe, you know what, let's actually take a look, for about 300 or so, so even without Primed Vigor, you're still getting 1,110, which is still a pretty good total. Let's see, Fortitude for shield regeneration, since that's your main way of staying alive, and plus knockdown resistance is always kind of nice. Streamline to further augment the fact that I have a massive energy pool. and then stretch for my final ability. If you guys have some better ways to actually augment Volt, let me know. I haven't played as him in a while.
alert has begun. It will be
Let's
marked
see.
on navigation.
Next, we got the Quanta Vandal. This is a special version of the Quanta, and if you guys have never checked out the Quanta, after this video, I think you might want to check it out because it looks like a weird weapon, and I thought that too, but as soon as I started using it, I had a lot of fun with it. Ironically, though, I haven't played the Warframe I've equipped it to for some time. So, anyway, here we go. We got Split Chamber, Serration, High Voltage. We got Combustion Beam, because technically this is a laser weapon. And it also has another way that you can actually use this pretty effectively. So, we'll go over that. Thermite rounds, Malgate rounds, and Rime rounds. And the cool thing about all of those status mods is, unlike a lot of my other builds where I just put them on just to get the damage, you can actually get about 85% status. So that is pretty good. I bet that if you actually got a Riven mod on there that does status and maybe a few other things, you could really turn this thing into a monster. But don't worry about getting crit chance on this thing, because you're sitting at 10. It's going to be an uphill battle to try and do that. The Secura Dual Kestra. Now, this is a weapon that you get from the syndicates, and I actually kind of like it. I know I haven't seen a lot of people really use it, but pretty much they are revving machine gun pistols. You have to use them for a little bit for their fire rate to get up there, but I like them, and plus, syndicate procs are always pretty cool. No matter which one it really is, all of them are pretty good in my opinion. But, let's see, I got Jolt, Scorch, Pistol Pestilence, and Frostbite. Now the thing is that you're only going to get to about 56.1% status chance. So to be honest, you're probably going to be better off going for straight damage on this one. Also, crit damage, not so good, so don't really have to worry about that. Just go straight up damage for all of it, and you will be fine. I still think this is a pretty good weapon. Get that nice 215 puncture on there, and then plus whatever else you decide to put it on there. It's going to be more, especially whenever you actually get your full-on 90% element mods on there. And I am ringing like a motherfucker apparently on social media right now. Alright, so Nikana Prime. This is a weapon I have not played a lot with, but from what I actually modded it to do, I think it's alright. You guys can be the judge of that, but thing though is that with 2 dual status mods on there, you're only getting to about 44%. If you're not in the higher numbers by this point, you really shouldn't be going for status. So I'll probably wind up actually taking these 2 off, formaing this weapon one more time, and then going straight damage. But this thing does actually do pretty good for a crit build. So basically, you could do your Blood Rush on here because you already got a 20% chance to do crit, which is great. And then Berserker for that attack speed. Like I said, 50% or more on critical chance. That's when you should actually take opportunity to use Berserker. And then you can actually add on Blood Rush if you're not worried about a whole bunch of other stuff, like maybe status or something like that. Then you can put on Body Count to further just keep your Berserker mod going, because all of these kind of tie in together, because you want crit chance. Blood Rush gives you crit chance with the combo multiplier, and also Body Count increases the duration of your combo multiplier, so you have a little bit of time to actually go from horde of enemy to horde of enemy. So yeah, that all goes together really good. See, I got my Buzzkill for my slash damage. Pretty good at 441.5. And I chose Radiation as my damage, not for any particular reason. I just like Radiation. I like the status effect of Radiation. But also something that I tried too is Weeping Wounds. It gives you 45% status chance and it stacks with the combo multiplier. So I'll actually see if this does pretty well with this whole build, because I'm at 44%, so I don't think this is extra base added on to the status chance, but I think it could still bring me up to about maybe a good 70%, and then maybe it would be actually worth it to keep those status mods. So we'll go ahead and do that as always, and actually more in particularly because I'm actually using a Prime Warframe, I think we are going to go back to the Void and we're going to go with Oxomoko. Let's see. So, no. Because I don't want anybody to get in the way of me slaughtering some fools. You know what I'm saying, guys? Let's see. Actually, yesterday I released my last video with my question of the day being, which mod is a mod that you guys like really want to max out, but for whatever reason you can't. Like, you either forget about it or you just run out of credits because of other stuff. I was pretty much right. A lot of the answers were rank 10 mods, and like these answers are from Facebook, so just kind of clarifying that. But get on my face. But yeah, I just used that weapon and I didn't give any explanation for it. But yeah, it's a lot of rank 10s and a lot of prime mods that a lot of people seem to have a problem with. But something that's cool though, like I said, for those of you who have never seen the Quanta at work, it has two things that it can do. One is the laser that you actually saw me do. The other, I'll show you in just a second, is the alternate fire, which is you can fire an explosive charge. This combination of things is just so freaking cool. Now here's something else that you can do. You can actually shoot the charge yourself to detonate it manually. So that is pretty cool. It's weapons like these in Warframe that like really make me enjoy playing the game. Just unique weapons like this, because in all of my gaming I have never quite seen certain weapons like these. Like the Convertrix, the Convectrix is a weapon that a lot of people really associate with Dead Space. I didn't personally play Dead Space, but the first time that I saw the Convectrix, I was just like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then there's another weapon, and I'm going to try and put it on a loadout at some point to show you guys. If you guys haven't ever tried it out, is the Phage. The Phage is a really interesting and cool weapon. Ooh. Man, fuck you. Alright. So, we pretty much saw that this can cut through just about anything that we're going to go up against. So let's go ahead and bring out the Dual Kestra. Ooh. That was some short wind-up time. I do not remember these babies being able to fire off that quick. Ooh, but that reload speed is killer, though. These things will hurl bullets. Jesus. There's a little bit of recoil to them, too, but, I mean, I like them. They sound like they hit it hard, and they do hit very hard. So let me go ahead and get that status, or that syndicate proc to go. Let's see if I can decipher exactly what it does. Let's see. Oh, so another syndicate wants to come and take me down.
The impure, the unworthy have no future.
Sure. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Uh-oh. Oh, God! Stay away from me! Okay, time to use some powers. Fuck this. Yeah. Y'all can go. Okay. come on, come on. Yeah! God, I really want to know what the actual... Ooh. Dang, that thing is... No. Yeah, can't take a charge like that to the face, can you? Can you? Can you? Oh, you can. Well, contiguous crits to the face with a laser ain't good for you either. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted, everybody. God, I really need to get that augment on there for his 4th ability. Let's see how good we can do with the Nakana Prime. We need to get a nice little group of enemies, I know that much. So let's see. Wait a minute, what's that? Really? That's the one way to do it, people. Alright, let's see. Let's go into hither. Come on, there's gotta be a group of enemies up ahead. Somewhere, right? Maybe? Ooh. Jesus! Get down here! Come here! Son of a... Bet I can get you to get me some crit. Alright, cool. Alright, pretty simple stuff, honestly. It slashes, it dices. It's not a bad weapon. It's very fast. That's the thing that I kind of like and dislike about certain weapons whenever they actually get like speedier, is that like you can't really see what they're doing. You ever get that feeling like your weapon's going so fast that you can't even appreciate the actual combos coming from them? I don't know if that's just me or not. Oh, dang it. You know what? Let's start using some abilities here, people. One thing that Volt is actually really good at and really good for is speed runs. Like, not speed runs as in like, oh, I'm gonna set a real world record. I mean, speed runs. Fuck. Oh, jeez. It's even faster. Oh, God. So that just augments his speed with the Nakana even further. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh my god. He's just gonna kill everybody. Oh, that's so good. I think I love this layout again just because I can all speed up and do this. Step into the blender, motherfucker! Oh my god! Holy crap! Look at all that! Oh my god, they're going down. Oh, oh. Well, sometimes you gotta bring back out the ranged weapon. And that was just me using the weapon just by pressing B while I have my primary out. So I was just doing it that way. Holy crap. So, yeah, that's actually kind of an interesting little thing. Like, I wasn't expecting to slice that fast whenever I actually activated the speed thing. But, let's see. There we go. God, y'all don't kill each other nearly as fast. Y'all just gonna... You okay there? You alright? Oh. See ya. Now, the thing is that I could actually see something synergizing with my layout and actually working fairly well. And I'll see if I can do it real quick. Let me see. I just need them to get close enough together. Right here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright. So I get, so something that's actually pretty cool about the Quanta Vandal, or, well, actually just the Quanta in general, that I just figured out. Don't know if you guys knew this, but apparently the actual secondary fire does count as a laser projectile for the combustion beam mod to actually activate. So that's pretty cool. So hypothetically, you could actually use the secondary fire to actually trigger a massive AoE damage thing. Because think about it, you got the actual explosion from the alternate fire, and then you have the explosion coming off of each person doing about 600 damage, I believe it is. Ooh. This weapon is just so fun to play with. I'm almost tempted to put it on like a different Warframe, or maybe I need to really start playing as like some different Warframes, because I think I only really play as like 2 or 3 of my loadouts, really. Because this isn't a bad one. Like I actually enjoyed this little bit that I've played as them with. Let's see if we can do that one more time. Yeah. You're gonna be okay, dude. You're gonna be okay in the next life. It's gonna be okay! Alright. But still, that was pretty fun. Like, I actually had a lot of fun just becoming a blender and hacking people to pieces with Nikana Prime while I was going at super speed. It's just one of those, like, little juvenile things that you just kind of like in a video game sometimes. It's kind of like Dynasty Warriors. Sometimes you just want to hack and slash a bunch of people and not really think about it. And that's kind of what that build allowed me to do. And then just figuring out the Quanta Vandal can actually do what it can do with Combustion Beam with just the alternate fire was pretty awesome too. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to know when the next battle know when the next video is coming out. Question of the day. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and change it up just a little bit, because I actually like coming up with a more interesting question. Like, I could just say, like, what do you guys use for Vault? In which I'm sure you guys could probably give me some suggestions on that too, if you want to. But my question for you guys is, what is your favorite laser-based weapon in the game? Because mine is I don't know if it's, well, actually, you know what? Let me think about this for a second. You know what? Yeah, that actually opens it up to a whole lot. Like, this could be continuous laser, or like burst laser, or even like energy. Basically, any non-ballistic weapon. What is your favorite non-ballistic weapon in the game? I personally would have to go with the Sonic Ore. The Sonic Ore is my favorite secondary too. It is just fun to use. It is one of those rare weapons just overall that can actually get 3 dual elements going on at one time. Its status is pretty high, and if you actually take the time to mod for it, it is pretty devastating. So that's my pick for it. What's you guys is? Let me know in the comments below. This is Ostuni signing off. Grrr!